Hello, and welcome back to Tales of Valor. I'm Phoenix.
And I'm Pegasus.
And today we will continue where we left off last time. First, we will address a comment from the last video about backgrounds. We did use a d12 for rolling our backgrounds. We looked back through the book and found we'd missed Folk Hero. So we would like to thank Blood Rose V8K for that correction. And with that, let's get into it. First off, I did make a table for our backgrounds now, so we will get all of the backgrounds in there.
And today we will be making Pegasus. Because last time we made Phoenix, and the next character is going to be Pegasus, my character.
And with that, where would you like to start?
I think we'll start with background since we're on that topic. And what is the new system for backgrounds?
The new system will be using the D100. So percentile dice in the case of others. And yeah, if you would like to roll.
And that will be a 64.
64, that is the noble background.
Ooh.
Which does have a variant. Its variant is knight.
So let's pull that up real quick.
And I believe...
Oh, I went too far. Personnel, here we go. Okay, now let's see if I'm going to be the variant. I think evens variant, odds no.
Yes. Odds no.
I am just a nobleman. Or noblewoman.
Or noblewoman.
So let's see that. We'll do evens female, odds male.
Yes. You are male.
So I am a nobleman.
And with that, what is the feature you get for being a noble?
Retrainers.
That is for the knight?
Yes, that is the variant feature. If your character has a noble background, you may select this background feature instead of position of privilege. You have the service of 3 retainers loyal to your family. These retainers can be attendants or messengers, and one might be a major domo. Your retainers are commoners who can perform mundane tasks for you, but they do not fight for you, will not follow you into obvious dangerous areas, such as dungeons, and will leave if they are frequently endangered or abused.
So why not roll the d4 to see if you get the variant feature?
That sounds respectable. And what shall it be?
Let's do odds this time as getting the variant. Odds, you get it. So what is this feature called again?
Retrainers.
And then while we're here, what skills will you gain?
History and persuasion. Tool proficiencies. 1 type of gaming set. Ooh. I will be choosing the dice because it's D&D. Dice are very, very useful. And then languages, 1 of my choice.
Let us roll for that.
Let us do.
It will be the D4 again for if it's an exotic language or if it's a standard language.
Yes.
We did last time we got a standard language, so I am kind of hoping this time we will get an exotic. He has not memorized where anything in the book is.
I know some. Okay. Wait, we didn't discuss what it's going to be, which is a good thing it didn't land on
any side.
Yes. So, odd, standard, evens, exotic?
I believe so.
odd. Evens. That's a 2.
Yes, that will be
so
an
that
exotic.
exotic. Which we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different exotic languages. So let us roll again. With a 6, that will be primordial.
Primordial is the language of the elements. You'll have genies that can speak it, and genasies.
And it uses the Dwarvish script.
It does. Dwarvish is also one of the oldest D&D languages, along with Elvish.
Yes.
And surprisingly common is one of the most newest when it comes to most D&D worlds.
And then equipment, a set of common clothes. A set of fine clothes. A signet ring, a scroll of pedigree, and a purse containing 25 gold pieces.
Ooh. Again, we are not going to be doing equipment, but again, let us know if we should. And then let us know what you would choose for whatever class he'll get today. Let us know what you would have chosen.
And then we shall go straight on, since we're already in background, to personality trait.
Yes.
Which is, again, a D8. With a 5. I don't like to get my hands dirty, and I won't be caught dead in unsuitable accommodations. And then ideal, once Phoenix has finished, is going to be the D6.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay, and now we're rolling the D6 for ideal with another 5. I get family, which is blood runs thicker than water, which is an alignment of any.
Ooh. So for this, we will be rolling the D6 twice. And then dividing by 2. The first time will be good, neutral, or evil, and the second time will be lawful, neutral, or chaotic. Because this one is the any ideal.
So the first is a 5, which will be evil.
Ooh.
Because of last time we did 1, 2, good, 3 and 4, neutral, 5 and 6, evil. And I rolled a 5 today, so my character is evil. And then we will be rolling it again. And I rolled a 4. That would be neutral evil.
Okay. What is your bond?
My bond, let us roll. Which is another D6. And I got a 4. I am in love with the heir of a family that my family despises. And then we can tie in the being evil, because I want to take that person and go against my entire family wishes, even though blood runs thicker than water.
And what is your flaw?
Yes, last but not least, the flaw, which is a 3. I too often hear vile insults and threats, and every word addressed to me, and I'm quick to anger.
if you would like to roll your race, I believe we should do that
is what
next.
I was thinking. And so, which dice is that, Phoenix?
That will be the D8.
D8.
Let me get the table out. I have it right here.
6.
You are a halfling, which has either the stout or the lightfoot. So if you would like to roll a D4, we'll do odds as the stout and evens as the lightfoot.
Okay. Evens, I am a lightfoot. Because I rolled a 2.
Lightfoot halfling.
And so I will pull that up, and we shall get Lightfoot out of the way. Halfling traits. My dexterity will be increased by 2. I achieve adult age at 20. My walking speed is 25.
One of the rare ones.
One of the slower ones.
And I still haven't checked again yet to see if I was correct about centaurs having a speed of 40. So, someone remind me, please.
I have an advantage on saving throws against being frightened.
And what is this called?
Brave. And then my size is also small.
I do not have a size sheet here.
Okay.
Noted.
And then lucky. When you roll a 1 on the D20 for an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, you can re-roll the dice and must use the new roll. And then halfling nimbleness. You can move through the space of any creature that is of a size larger than yours.
A lot of people don't actually use that feature
not
because they
enough.
entirely forget about it. But it is very useful when you try and make a beeline to things being a halfling.
And then languages. I can speak, read, and write Common and Halfling.
Please read Halfling. It is
The
one of
Halfling language isn't secret, but Halflings are loath to share it with others. They write very little, so they don't have a rich body of literature. Their oral tradition, however, is very strong. Almost all Halflings speak Common to converse with the people in whose lands they dwell, or through which they are traveling. And then, after that, we shall go to Lightfoot. I get to increase my charisma score to 1. And then natural stealth. I can attempt to hide even when you are obscured only by a creature that is at least of one size larger than you. I could use you like my human shield.
Yes. Is that it from...
That is it.
Okay.
And let us now go to the classes.
That will be a D12.
With an 11, I am a warlock.
Warlocks have 3 subclasses, so let's do the D6 again and divide it by 2.
Okay, let us get there first.
It is the 3 subclasses is the Archfey, the Fiend, and the Great Old One. I forget which order they are in the book.
The Fiend, the Great Old One.
The Archfey must be first then.
And the Archfey. So 1 and 2 will be Archfey. 3 and 4 will be the Fiend. And 5 and 6 will be the Great Old One. And I get a 3, so I am a Warlock of the Fiend.
And I'm going to write OTF next to the class. So it is of the Fiend. And again, we are only making these 3rd level characters, so don't expect overpowered. With that, what do you get at 1st level?
At First level, I get Otherworldly Patron and Pact Magic.
Pact Magic is a fun thing because it is not necessarily spellcasting as a lot of people expect it to be, because it is through a patron that you're getting this magic. So a fun thing about Warlock is your spell slots are only of a certain level. And in this case, being a third level Warlock, Pegasus would only have second level spell slots.
Okay.
With that,
and then at level 2, Eldritch Evocation.
and
then Pact Boon.
Oh yes, Pact Boons. Pact Boons are very fun. There's 3 in the player handbook. You have Pact of the Chain, Pact of the Blade, and Pact of the Tome, I believe.
Yes. So let us roll a d6.
Yes, d6 to see which
1
one
and
you
2,
get.
Pact of the Chain. 3 and 4, Pact of the Blade. 5 and 6, Pact of the Tome. 1, Pact of the Chain. You learn the Find Familiar spell and can cast it as a ritual. The spell doesn't count against your number of spells known. When you cast the spell, you can choose one of the normal forms for your familiar, or one of the following special forms: Imp, Pseudo Dragon, Quasit, or Sprite. Additionally, when you take the attack action, you can forego one of your own attacks to allow your familiar to make one attack of its own with its reaction.
With that, what is your class features?
Class features. We already went over most of them, so now we go to the subclass features.
Oh yes, that is right. Subclass.
Expanded spell list. At first level, Burning Hands and Command.
So, an expanded spell list means, in normal, how some people rule it, that you can choose those spells. Normally, how our DM likes to rule it, he allows us to use those spells as we automatically get to learn them. Tell us if you like that way of the expanded spell lists, or tell us if we should go by the word for word rules in the comments. So Burning Hands and
Command. And then second level.
Oh yes, because at third level you unlock second level spells. We will be able to write in the second level spells expanded spell list.
Blindness and Deafness. Those are one and the same.
Mm-hmm.
And then Scorching Ray.
I misspelled scorching. It has an S in it.
Ooh, and then Invocations as well.
Yes. First, however, I believe we should do the ability scores. Again, we'll be using the preset ones like last time, and as a review, that will be a 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, and 9.
Okay. Saving throws is Wisdom and Charisma. I can choose 2 skills from Arcana, Deception, History, Intimidation, Investigation, Nature, and Religion.
So that would be 2d8s.
Yes. With a 3, I get history.
You are already proficient in history, so we re-roll
Ooh.
3s.
I am. A 5, investigation.
This is so far pairing really well with...
And then deception.
Yeah, this is pairing really well with Phoenix's character being a tiefling. So
We are both types of fiends.
Yes.
My patron is a fiend, and you are a fiend.
I am.
Part fiend.
Yes, and with the investigation history, I'm really excited, and persuasion, I'm really excited to see how they will either clash or get along. With that, you're going to put your 18 in charisma?
No. I will be putting my 16 into charisma.
And I believe you got a charisma
increase. From being Lightfoot.
So that is a 17. It is still a +3.
Yes. I will be putting my 9 into intelligence. Or, 1 minute, I should, from being a halfling, I get dexterity increased by 2.
So you still have a -1 to intelligence, which would probably make sense on how you got involved with the fiend.
Yes.
Because you fell for its trick.
I will be putting my 18 into Constitution.
Okay.
14 into Wisdom. My 16 into Dexterity.
For an 18 total.
Because of my ability score increase from being halfling.
And that leaves the 10 for...
Yes, the 10.
Your... 1 second.
I already used my 16. Never mind. My
12
for Dexterity. My bad. I tried using 2 16s.
For a 14 to Dexterity, which is a +2. Not much of a decrease there. Still, it is sad to see you made a mistake when doing ability scores, because then you're like, hey, oh, I have such a good one, and then it's all
We're only humans. It's not like we're another race.
Yes, we are only humans. You have a +2 to initiative, and I will write in your proficiency bonus there. So you know...
And then I have a D8 as my hit dice.
Yes. For a total of 3.
And then my AC will be 14?
14. Do you start with would you start with any armor? Yes, leather armor. So when a class gets armor, we will write that in so we can calculate the correct AC. So you get leather armor, which is your 11 plus dexterity. So you will have a 13 AC.
Yes. And then I am also proficiency in light armors and simple weapons. And then at first level, my health is 8 plus Constitution,
which is 4. So this is going to be a very hardy wizard. Warlock. It is very good to actually have a high constitution when it comes to spellcasters, so that you can succeed your concentration spells.
And then it is a D8 or the average of 5 plus Constitution modifier. And seeing as that's 2 levels, that will be a plus 18 to what I have, which is a 12.
So you will have a total of 30 hit points.
Which is 10 more than Phoenix.
It is. However, you are a lot dumber than Phoenix, character-wise. And then your wisdom saving throw is going to be a +4, and your charisma will be a +5. And then deception will be a +5. You will have a +1 to history, which is a little sad because it's not the full proficiency bonus, but that is because of the -1. Same with investigation, it is only a +1.
But with D&D, you can always train up skills. It's just costs a lot of money and a lot of time.
And during campaigns, you normally do not have enough. However, if you transfer characters between campaigns, you could end up with like a year or two of downtime,
which gives you enough time to train that ability. Or some DMs, in like when the characters are in a crunch because they're in a war or something.
Yes.
There are exceptions where we have a DM who lets us roll. If we have like 8 hours of downtime, he lets us roll to see if we've pushed ourselves harder than most characters do in downtime, so that we can increase.
Yes.
But it's still a high
chance you don't.
DC.
Yeah. I believe, what did he say the DC was once? 15?
Most of the time, 16 or up.
Yeah. And he does not do the meet beats for that DC, however.
Yeah. If you meet the DC, you fail. You have to be above the DC.
Which is probably because you're pushing above the limits.
Yes.
And with that, what are we on? Eldritch Invocations?
Yes, I believe so.
We have not gotten your subclass features, other than, your...
Dark One's Blessing. Which is, I get at first level. Starting at first level, when you reduce a hostile creature to 0 hit points, you gain temporary hit points equal to your charisma modifier plus your warlock level minimum of 1.
Ooh.
That one is called Dark One's Blessing.
Okay, and then Eldritch Invocations. How many are there?
There are...
that you have the prerequisite for.
1...
Well, are you choosing the Eldritch Blast as a cantrip?
Most likely, because that's...
You are not a warlock if you do not choose Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
It's one of the predominant cantrips that only warlocks can learn. Wizards cannot, because it's not in their spell list, and it is not in any other spell list. So only warlocks can learn it. So it is a very good one to have.
Kind of, in my opinion, if you want to be a warlock, you kind of have to have the Eldritch Blast.
So we will mark that down as one of the cantrips you have learned.
1.
And while we're on the spell page, I will quickly get
3,
the spell save DC and spell attack bonus
4,
in, which is going to be a +5 and a 13.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15.
I do not have a table for that. That would allow us to quickly roll the percentile dice. So I think the best option would be to roll the d20, re-rolling anything higher than
a
15.
Okay. And I get 2 of these.
Yes.
A 19. 14, which is Thief of 5 Fates. You can cast Bane once using a Warlock spell slot. You can't do so again until you finish a long rest.
Give me a second as I write Bane in.
And then do the brackets once. But it still costs a spell slot.
So I will erase that end bracket and write a W/, which for most people that don't know, that is with. And then I will write SS for a abbreviated spell slot.
And then the second one is not a 17, but an 11, which if that's 14, 13, 12, 11. Mask of Many Faces. You can cast Disguise Self at will without expending a spell slot. This will also help with persuasion and deception, too.
So disguise self?
Disguise Self at will.
So I will bracket and write at will, which is basically turning disguise self into a cantrip. It's very useful when your warlock stuff gives you good spells like that to do so. And with that, how many spells do you get?
I have, at 3rd level, 2 known cantrips, 1 being Eldritch Blast, 4 known spells,
And you have...
and 2 2nd level spells. No, that's spell slots.
You have 2 2nd level spell slots. As you only have... Warlocks, it's weird. A lot of people dislike it because of this. But as you level up, you only gain higher spell slots, and you lose your lower level spell slots. That is one of the... I don't really want to call it downsides, because it is really good if you have a cantrip that... Not cantrip. First level spell that deals 2d extra damage for every upcast. So it is useful. However, it is a little limiting. So you have 4 spells known.
Yes.
And 2 cantrips. So let us go to the spell table.
1 cantrip because I chose Eldritch Blast.
Yes. And again, let us know if you would rule the expanded spell list differently.
Blade Ward. So I have the options of Blade Ward, Chill Touch, Eldritch Blast, which I already have, Friends, Mage Hand, Minor Illusion, Poison Spray, Prestidigitation, and True Strike. I'm gonna try and pair Disguise Self with Minor Illusion.
Ooh.
So that I can disguise myself, and then if I don't have enough of something, and I want it, or if I want to trade for something, I can appear I can kind of make something appear to try and persuade them to make the trade, and then get out of there before they realize that the thing I just traded them is not real.
Well, it would be intangible by then.
Intangible. Oh.
So you would be able to make it appear on a table or something. But so there is some downside to Minor Illusion, but
yes.
It does pair well with Disguise Self.
And then I get 4 spell knowns.
Yep, 4 spells known from all 1st level and 2nd level spells.
Which is Armor of Agathos, Arms of Hador, Charm Person, Comprehend Languages, Expeditious Retreat, Hellish Rebuke, Hex, Illusionary Script, Protection from Good and Evil, Unseen Servant, Witch Bolt. Those are the 1st spell options. And then from 2nd level, Cloud of Daggers, Crown of Madness, Darkness, Enthrall, Hold Person, Invisibility, Mirror Image, Misty Step, Ray of Enfeeblement, Shatter, Spider Climb, and Suggest. I am instantly going to go take that Misty Step.
Yes. Misty Step is very handy because it has the casting time of a bonus action.
And it is and you can use it to teleport 30 feet away.
Yes.
Meaning, if you're between a rock and a hard place, you can get yourself out of there.
Yes. There's this one time of a falling character where they misty stepped last second and avoided all fall damage because they just teleported to the ground, and with their teleport they were able to, instead of falling downward, they fell almost turning themselves vertical. And they still had momentum, so they still fell over, but they didn't take any damage from the fall.
And then I'm going to take that Hex.
Yes, Hex is very good for being a warlock. It does not start with an X, however.
No, it ends with an X, though. And then Hellish Rebuke.
Hellish Rebuke is another good one.
Because, I'm one of the Fiend.
See, that is 3 spells.
Yes, and I get one more. I'm going to choose Darkness.
Darkness, that is a good one. One of my favorite spells out of that list is Shatter. Because it will break any items and that stuff. But with that, I think that is it for today. That's all we have time for right now because we've finished his character. So we'll get back to you shortly enough with our discussion of how we would play these characters. So have a good day.
Goodbye, and we'll see you next time.